Hey y'all, this is Trish, and I'm gonna do this really quickly because I am still in Orlando and I'm sharing a room with someone, and she's gone off to Epcot, but she could come back any second. So if she comes barging back into the room, I'll have to cut this really short. But I just wanted to give you an update on what's happened with my twin flame journey. Um, Quite surprising to me, I came into sexual union with my divine masculine the night after I did my last video. And my last video was on unconditional love and how I have to have unconditional love for myself first in order for him to feel any kind of love for me. And then the next night, I reconnected with him on Snapchat because I was just, I really missed him. I really missed conversing with him. And I had unfriended him in September. You might remember my video about that. And yeah, so since April, I have had this notion that I would be in sexual union with my divine masculine by the end of October. Now, when we were both in LA, that seemed really easy. It's proximity, and hopefully he was awakening, et cetera, et cetera. But when I had to leave LA in July and go deal with driver's license and new social security card and birth certificate and all that kind of stuff from having my car stolen, I had to go back to Mississippi to get all that done. Mississippi doesn't just send out duplicate licenses across the country. So in July, I had to go back to Mississippi, and I was like, how the heck am I going to get into union with my divine masculine by the end of October? Well, the universe really does work in mysterious ways. And sure enough, here I am just bouncing around the country, doing my activist thing, doing my music thing. And it just so happened, not necessarily through my design, that I wound up in the same town, which is Tempe, Arizona, which is usually mispronounced as Tempe. And I just refuse to say that. It's Tempe. And after Vegas, I was actually trying to get back to LA for a week because I need to work on my album. I need to work with the pianist and start rehearsals for that. And so the cost of LA was just so outrageous. I couldn't find anybody that I could stay with. If you've ever lived in LA, you know how cutthroat it is. People can be as nice as you could possibly want a person to be nice, but at the end of the day, LA is about money. And there is no just letting someone stay on the couch. They will rent you the couch. They will rent you the doormat on their front porch, but you can't just sleep there. So yeah, it's not like the South. Anyway, so what happened was that I couldn't stay in Vegas anymore. I had to go one way or the other. I just refused to do Greyhound again after that horrendous 5-day bus ride on Greyhound. That was supposed to be 2.5 days, and it was 5 days on Greyhound. So I was going to take Megabus, and Megabus goes just one of two ways. It was going to LA, which I couldn't afford, or it was going to Phoenix. Like, okay, Phoenix, because the goal was I had to get to Orlando, which is where I am now, for the Intactivism events going on around the AAP conference. So what happened is I wound up in Phoenix, and specifically in Tempe, which is where he is. And where he left LA to go back to school. And I learned that in August. August is when I told him about the Twin Flames thing, and he never responded to that. And September, I couldn't take seeing his Snapchat score going up and up and up, but he wasn't talking to me. So I unfriended him on Snapchat. After the Venus retrograde started, he started looking at my stuff, my posts that I was posting on Snapchat as of October 6th. But I was, at that point, I was in Pennsylvania. And so I wound up back in Tempe just through events. And I really missed him. I just missed him. And so I refriended him on Snapchat, and I said, Happy Samhain a few days early. And then he wrote me back almost instantly. And he said, Happy Samhain. What is Samhain? And so that gave me a doorway in, to talk and have a conversation. We talked for 2 hours. This was Friday, the 26th, I think it is. Yeah, 26th. The night after I had done that video about unconditional love. And so we talked for 2 hours. Next thing I know, he's asking, then he realizes what the conversation gets to, that I'm in town and whatever. And the next thing he's asking if I want to hang out. And that took me by surprise. And I was floored. I was like, yeah, of course, and so around 1:30 in the morning, now it's Saturday, 1:30 Saturday morning, we're making these arrangements. He's going to come over and we're going to hang out. Y'all know. I thought we were going to play Scrabble, because that's what you do at 1:30 on a Saturday morning, right? And and so what happened was, he called me to verify, where to pull into, where, the motel where I was staying. And then, a few minutes later, he's in front of my door, and then he's in my room, and yeah, we hung out. And it was surreal, because between the phone call, where he asked if I want anything, I said, no, I don't drink, and just water. And so when he finally came over, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. But in that interim was just nuts. I'm just turning the sound off. That interim was crazy. I got dry mouth, cotton mouth. My knees felt like jelly. I was nauseous. I just wanted to throw up. I was not expecting these kinds of reactions, these feelings, because I looked forward to this for so long. And now it was here, and he caught me off guard. And that's all I'm going to say about him coming over. But it was odd, because he left, I don't know, sometime around 4 or whatever. He was going to stay, but then he bolted, basically. He is literally beautiful inside and out, and he is the sweetest man I've ever known. And I was gushing with love, and I know I was. And I think part of that really scared him. I don't know if he just came over to, get his thrills and then leave, but something happened, I think, within him, and maybe it was too intense in a way. And so I don't know. So I have not heard from him since. But what I'm hoping is that today is new moon in Scorpio. I am hoping that things will be changing with all these 11/11 gateways that are happening. I did the cards last night, and so I have some predictions. The predictions that I have for myself are that I will be going back to Tempe in December, which I was kind of planning on doing that anyway with the foreskin tour. But then there's a possibility I might move to Tempe in January. I might even I might even go to massage school. I don't know. But I have a number of predictions that I sent to a friend of mine just so that they're time stamped, and we will see if they actually come to pass. All I can say is that I really, really hope that he can just see the love that I have for him. And I don't want him to be scared of it. I know I'm an intense person, but yeah, it was beautiful. And I love him even more now, getting to see that side of him, you know, because he's an athlete and a model, and, you know, to see him really as him, you know, all of his guards down. It was beautiful. And so anyway, well, I just wanted to give y'all an update on that. I do have other updates, but this is going a little bit longer than I had anticipated. So I appreciate you watching, but I just wanted to give you a quick update on the sexual union. And I do feel different. I mean, I want now having that sexual connection, that sexual energy connection. And it's not about sex. So don't get hung up on the sex part, but to connect in that way is a very powerful experience. That's why I don't have casual sex. You know, that's you are creating some big karma for yourself when you take, especially as a woman, and you're taking a man into my body. That creates a lot of karmic mojo, juju that you have to deal with. And so taking him into my body and just being with him, my divine masculine, it was absolutely beautiful. And I can't wait for more, but I will have to wait because I'm in Orlando and I won't be back. And I'm just hoping that he's doing his work. I'm still doing my work on my end so that I can support our relationship energetically. And so hopefully he is doing the same. So, okay, yeah, it went a little over. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, I love y'all very much. And I will see y'all soon. Check out my website because I've been doing lots of blog posts. I'm blogging again. If you ever read my blogs on my old blog, arousedwomanblog.com, I've moved all of that over to my site, trishcausey.com. And so you can get to the blog. Just click the little link at the top. All right. All right. Mwah. I love y'all very, very much. And I will keep you updated on this crazy twin flame thing. And if you want my take on twin flames, go to my website, trishcausey.com/twin-flames. It's a new blog post I did. But again, just go to my website, trishcausey.com, click blog at the top, and you'll see all of my latest posts. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.